So probably the hardest part of getting up every day and serving soldiers is this guy right here. Like, look at that face. Like, he's just so sad. Yeah, he's just like, Dad, don't go. My own actual two kids are just like, yeah, see you, Dad, whatever, we got YouTube. But yeah, poor Cisco, man, it's tough. But you know, it's worth it to put in the time to make a difference in people's lives. I think sometimes we have to sacrifice a little bit to do the things that we want to do and need to do to help others and ultimately make this world a better place.
Sir, 1 second, sorry,
yeah,
my
you know
bad.
what? I forgot I had the thing with the thing, so.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm running an errand for, you know.
Yeah, can't talk now, forever. Yeah.
Always having me do.
I'll have my people call your people. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, we gotta find Duarte. PFC Duarte, I guess. I gotta get my titles correct. Like, he needs to show up. Right here, August, 15 August, that's you. Get it done. Let's go. Stop messing around. Good stuff. You gotta find something good in every day and in every bit.
Vlog. It's not a vlog. It's a vlog.
It's a vlog.
It's not really
Vlog.
vlog.
Vlog?
Where's the truck at?
Right there.
So we're about to roll up with PFC Duarte. She's gonna take us to some hookup to some amazing tacos. It's Taco Wednesday. Normally that occurs on a Tuesday, but we're usually a day late, $1 short. So yeah, PFC Duarte is gonna roll us up and we're gonna find some amazing tacos.
Tacos. I can't get on the truck. I'm too little.
For breakfast.
I love history. Some people don't. Yeah, I can tell. PFC Duarte is like, I hope my history teacher isn't around here. I hope their history.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's called me Mr. Hadley. No, they called me Mr. Hadley. Like, I was big on, like, not because I was like, boom, but like, that's just what right should look like. Because that's just respect. I call other teachers Mr., Miss, Mrs., whatever. So, like, I get a lot of this. Like, they walk in the room and be like, Mr. Hadley, I just want to let you know, I hate history. I don't hate you. I like you. I just hate history. And I had one girl tell me that every day for like 180 days straight. Jeez. Every morning, like, same thing. And I'd be like, well, I love history, and I think you're all right, Tori. Sit down. And that was it. Every day, same interaction. But oh man, I think resilience is something that is needed for every generation. I think this is important. I think the one thing we could miss during this time is that, you know, we need to improve ourselves as humanity, as a culture. But I think we also have to understand that change takes time. And I think that's where resilience comes in. I think resilience means I'm willing to do the hard work for the right thing and the long thing. So I think we live in such an instant generation. So, like, think about it. We're about to go get tacos, right? We're going to wait. If we wait longer than 15, 20 minutes, we're going to be like, man, where's my tacos? You know, like, we're going to get agitated. We're going to be like, man, this service was terrible. It was awful. But think about it. If I went home and made tacos at home, it would take me minimum 30, 45 minutes, maybe, you know, like, longer. Right? But for some reason, we feel like we're owed all this instant gratification. Like, we have microwave everything, you know, microwave popcorn, instant Netflix. Like, if my phone's loading slow, it's like, what's going on today? And it's been 2 seconds. I grew up in a generation of dial-up internet. Like, they called it the World Wide Web because a web would, like, form from a spider as you were waiting for it to dial in and check your email. Like, it was awful. Like, she's like, what's dial-up? It's like a modem. So then you get in the middle to check your email, and my dad would pick up his phone and it'd go off because, like, it was one line, right? So I think every... We're going right?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
We're going to the right. Because we're always right.
So I think
I need gas.
I think what we need to remember is this is going to take time. So I think resilience means, like, we've got to take time and we've got to stick through and really hunt the good stuff like we were talking about earlier. So find something good. So I think in everything that's happening, I've seen some amazing things. I've seen some of the best of humanity. Is the worst of humanity out there? Absolutely. But is there some of the best? Yeah, I think so. Like, brother helping brother, friend helping friend. I think about this whole COVID-19 thing, and The opportunity, like when we went to see the engineers, and that one gentleman described how he went and handed out food in his own native language to people in an impoverished neighborhood. Like that was huge to me. That gave me like real goosebumps. Like that's resilience. That's the opportunity to say, you know what, something good is coming out of this. Like that young man had an opportunity to really give back. He signed up to serve, but he didn't know he signed up to make a difference. And there's a difference. I think there's a nuanced change there that, like, yeah, I want to serve, and we think about kicking down doors and shooting bad guys and like America, but the reality is a lot of the biggest service happens in our own backyard, and that's what I love about what we do. Like we get to see people like right here. Like we don't have to travel thousands of miles. Like we get to have real change here. And I think that's cool. Do you know what MRT is?
I have no clue, but that was a good speech.
No, so
I like
MRT is Master Resilience Training. So a lot of what we're trained to do in the Army and as chaplains is to, just like we talked about, to really encourage resilience. So resilience is the ability to bounce back. So just like a rubber band is stretched, like that rubber band will snap back and be ready to go. It's okay to stretch. We want to make sure what happens is it doesn't get broken. So resilience says we want to stretch you, we want to grow you, we want to get you into being the best person you can be without completely breaking you to the point where we can't bring you back together. And that's Master Resilience Training, and it's really just trying to process life. Like life happens to everybody, right? So none of us are immune to life. We can get immune injections for all kinds of things, but we can't get immunity from life. Everybody, rich, poor, black, white, green, purple, or orange, everybody has life happen to them. Does it look different? Absolutely. I mean, we could argue that all day, that someone in a different social status is going to have life happen differently. For you, life probably looked different than it did for me. Like growing up, the daughter of people who came from another country, growing up in Florida is a different experience, as you know, than living in Iowa.
It's amazing.
And right, yeah, it's awesome. And both of them can be great, right? But resilience says you've had the opportunity to grow through that and become a better person in spite of your circumstances, not because of them, and overcome. So some of the things to do that, like that they really talk about that I really love. One of the biggest things, I think, we talked about hunting the good stuff and finding positivity, but I think also things that we're going to talk about later on. So like we're going to meet Natalie. Natalie is, a fitness coach, trainer. She's all these awesome certifications, but what she really brings is she brings resilience, because when she encourages people in physical fitness, exercising is one of the best forms of resilience. You're having a stressed out day, go for a walk. 10-minute walk will change everything. I don't know about you, but I've had lots of times where I'm in the middle of a discourse, or I'm in the middle of something that's really challenging. I just get up, take a break, take a walk, whether it's outside or inside, just clear my head. I come back and I'm like, man, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to tackle this thing again. I think exercise is good for that. It builds endorphins, makes us healthier, makes us feel better. It's just, there's a lot of benefits to finding resilience through exercise. I think too, one of the big things that I don't do enough of, that I'm guilty of, is finding ways to relax and just to calm myself.
Same.
And I think, it's hard, right? So we're busy, our schedules are full, but I love Abraham Lincoln. He's one of my favorite presidents. We were talking about history earlier. Abraham Lincoln, one of my favorite presidents. He said, if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend 4 hours sharpening my axe. And I think what he meant by that is he would spend time just centering himself and getting himself in a position that he could take down that big task. So that, if 4 hours are spent just kind of getting himself recharged and ready to go, he could then take that on. And that recharge looks different for everybody. For me, it might be breathing exercises or meditation. For you, it might just be getting a really great night's sleep. There's different ways. Everybody unwinds differently. But I think there's an unhealthy replacement for that. We're going to talk to substance abuse counselors also later. And I think one of their messages that I love and why I'm excited to talk to them is they bring opportunities to bring kind of healthy relaxation to resilient situations. So situations that could break you, they're showing you how can I go out and change this for myself. I think too, as we think about one of the things I love to do too is caring for other people. Have you ever done anything like not for yourself but just for other people? She's thinking. She's
I
like,
got
I
to
don't
think.
know.
I mean, I'm a pastor's kid, so we do a lot of like
Yeah.
feeding the homeless and getting them clothes, like food drives, clothes drives, stuff like that. So we'll do that once a month at least. So we do stuff like that.
Yeah. So when you went, have you always been like super excited to go and you felt great about life when you went? Like right before you were gonna go out the door?
I mean, there's days where it was like raining, or we went once and it was snowing, and I hate the snow.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to go, but
how did you
I
feel
knew
when you
I
were
was
done?
doing something. I felt great.
That's
I mean, I know I was helping somebody that
Yeah.
needed help, so I was like, yeah, let's go do this. I feel better after, and it was fun. I mean,
Yeah, and I think that right there is like, to me, one of the ultimate definitions of resilience, and one of the best ways to build resilience is living for other people, doing something for someone else. Because I know every time I do, I feel exactly like you just described. I feel good. Like I feel better than.
high reward.
Yeah, and really, what investment? What did it cost you to go do that?
Nothing.
Like some time, right?
That's it.
Which like 2 hours on YouTube or something. You know, I mean, it's like,
I do
and
it
you
all
got
the
a
time.
chance.
Netflix.
Yeah, you know, you got the chance to give back and feel good. I mean, every statistic study shows that when we give back, we actually benefit more than the people that we give to. That's awesome. Are we about to benefit from some tacos, or we're gonna get some fuel?
No, some fuel.
Oh, the truck's got to eat too.
Yeah. We can't. Meow.
I don't want to talk about it, you know?
Oh,
Like I feel it's not your business, Duarte.
The spaceship has arrived.
Yeah. Let's go meet some carachos. Carachos? Catrachos.
Yeah.
Catrachos. Let's go meet some catrachos. You need one of those speakers. If you don't have one of those, you're doing it wrong. That's awesome. No bueno. Yeah, I think I'll have the pollo con tajadas de guineo,
De guineo.
something green.
Guineo.
Yeah. Guineo.
Guineo.
Guineo. Guineo.
Guineo.
Guineo.
Ajá.
Guineo. Okay.
Guineo.
Guineo. I'll have the guineo.
Try one.
It's
Oh
pastelito,
my goodness.
and it's super caliente.
Oh, it's super hot.
Yeah, is that hot? In fuego? No, is it different?
Caliente.
I'm so done.
Oh,
Big bite.
really good though.
Gracias.
Really good. Very much. Gracias. I did not do enough PT. Like, I'm so glad we're talking to Natalie after this, because I'm gonna need some help. I mean, I'd say 4-star for sure. I mean, great service, great people. But this like sauce, I don't know, it's heavenly. But it's really amazing. Like the plantain, perfect. Good. What?
Snap time.
Yeah. I don't think Duarte's gonna need a driver. I don't think she's gonna be able to drive back.
No. We wouldn't make it.
So, resiliency is saying, after my big meal, I'm gonna drive. I'm resilient. I got this.
I don't know if I could be as resilient as you, sir.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
I
That's
mean-
what this training's all about. It's like the reverse of Rocky. You know how he like trains up? We're just gonna eat up.
I like that.
What's for dessert?
What's our snack?
More plantains for dessert. So it's now 6:30 p.m. Left early at I don't know, probably 6:30 a.m. and we left with my dog Cisco, looking at me kind of sad. But I returned, and that's a great thing about dogs. He's like right here. He's excited. Look, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" "Yeah, buddy. Yeah." It's like, Dad's home. Dad's home. We had some amazing discussions today. We talked to, we talked to Natalie down at the fitness center. We talked to our behavioral experts, Cassidy and Eric. And then, of course, we had some awesome Honduran food, as we talked about. More moral relevance training, MRT. Yeah. I'm really excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for what it holds. But right now, I'm going to play with my boy. Yeah, how you doing, dude? Yeah, he's like, yeah, you pumped? Yeah, what a good dude.